Hi, welcome to Watch It Played. My name is Rodney Smith, and in this video we're going to learn Mission 7, Dazzling Danger for Mechs vs. Minions, which is designed and published by Riot Games. This scenario is meant to be played after you complete Mission 6, and we have a video for that as well, which I'll put in the description below. Well, you're finally getting wise to your professor's, what will we call them? His shortcomings. You've realized that many, if not all, of the misfortunes that you've suffered so far have been because of his less than stellar plans. Well, that's okay. You're taking matters into your own hands, and you have your own plan. You're going to blow up this minion nest by constructing a giant, unstable bomb. I'm realizing as I'm saying this out loud, your plans sound just as terrible and improbable as any of the professors come up with so far, which means I guess you're learning something from him. Something good? I don't know, but let's go to the table and see how this works. This scenario is found in the Operation Dazzling Danger dossier, and inside you'll not only find the new rules that we're going to learn, but also new cards that we'll examine in just a moment. Lay out the map tiles as shown with the minions and crystals placed as I have them here. The command and damage deck should be placed nearby along with the dice and the crystal compass, oriented like this, and then your mechs can be placed on any of the crystals facing as you like, and the new schematics found inside the sealed package can then be distributed to the players. These 4 runes are known as the Assembly Zone, and its total health is set to 10 on the Doom tracker, or 15 if you want an easier game. And that's the setup. In Operation Dazzling Danger, you need to bring all of the shards to the central Assembly Zone area where you can construct the Buster Bunker Boss Bomb, all the while trying to avoid the minions that are going to want to blow it up. So let's go to the table and learn the new rules. First, note that the crystals in this scenario are immune to stomping or attacks. You'll automatically pick up the one that you start the game on, and you also pick up crystals when you move into their spaces, keeping in mind you can only carry one at a time. And if you take damage, remember to roll the rune die and place the crystal in the adjacent space according to the crystal compass, as we learned in a previous scenario. We also have several rune gates blocking our paths, and remember, you can pass through a rune gate if you use a movement card that matches its color. But otherwise, you can only pass through it if the matching colored rune has been revealed by a mech entering one of those rune spaces. The full rules for this we covered in the previous video. Additionally, as soon as a mech carrying a crystal shard steps onto any empty rune space in this assembly zone, the crystal is dropped there and can't be picked up again. As an example, let's say Corky had 2 movement points, he was heading straight and was carrying a crystal. On this first space, he dropped the crystal and then moved forward again. Rune gates matching the color of spaces in the assembly zone that now have crystals are considered unlocked for the rest of the mission. During the Minion Phase, all minions move 2 spaces towards the assembly zone, with those closest moving first and then working your way outwards. After the first round, it might look something like this. When in doubt, just know that they prefer moving into empty adjacent spaces, even sideways or away from the target, to get around massive boulder obstacles rather than bumping into a wall or getting caught in a corner. If there are 2 equally good directions that they could move in, they'll always prefer to move in the blue or green directions. As soon as a minion would enter an assembly zone space, remove it from the board without adding it to the gear tracker, and instead reduce the assembly zone's health by 1. After minion movement, roll the rune die and spawn minions on all matching colored spaces, except those of the assembly zone. So if I had rolled yellow, I'd add minions like this. Then no matter what you rolled, also add minions to all rune spaces that match the color of assembly zones with crystals on them. So if, for example, we already had this crystal over the red symbol, then as I've done here, we'd add new minions to all of the red rune spaces. During the Minion Attack step, they'll attack as usual. If the assembly zone's health is ever reduced to 0, then you immediately lose. But if at the end of the player phase, all 4 crystal shards are in the assembly zone, the bomb has been successfully built, and you win. Then read the paragraph here, and when you're ready, find and unseal the Operation Magical Banana envelope to continue your adventures. Check the description below to find a link teaching you the rules to this scenario, but if you have any questions at all about anything that you saw here, don't hesitate to put them in the comments below, and I'll gladly answer them as soon as I get a chance. But until the next episode, thanks for watching.